Big news for Buffalo coming from the Vatican today. The Pope has named a permanent replacement for disgraced Bishop Richard Malone. Bishop Michael Fisher will now take over for Bishop Edward Scharfenberger, who served as the interim bishop of Buffalo after Bishop Malone stepped down over the sex abuse scandal. Fisher will be installed on January 15th. 7 Eyewitness News Chief I-Team investigator Charlie Speck gives us more insight into the local church's new leader.
Newly appointed Buffalo Bishop Michael Fisher started his tenure with lofty words for Catholics reeling from 2 years of intense scandal in a diocese in bankruptcy.
I am first and foremost your brother in faith, your co-worker in bringing about the kingdom of God in our midst.
Fisher pledged to be honest and open, something a recent report by the state attorney general said was lacking in former Bishop Richard Malone and his predecessors.
Well, that's what I'm going to commit to, is certainly full transparency and accountability.
Abuse survivor Kevin Brunn is cautiously optimistic.
I've had hopes in the past, but they've been dashed. But I'm hopeful again. I can't help but be hopeful for the sacred survivors.
The only transparency of late has come not from the diocese, but the state attorney general, which published a 218-page report culled from abusive priest personnel files that the diocese has kept hidden. A Vatican report written late last year on the state of the diocese under Malone has still not been made public by church leaders in Rome.
In the interest of transparency, is that something that you would seek the Vatican's permission to make public so that people fully know what's going on here?
Again, that is something that I will need to look at. I've just been named today and have not been given the details of those things yet.
And Charlie joins us live tonight. Charlie, question for you. Will the new bishop be bringing in his own people? Will we be seeing, I guess, sweeping changes in terms of advisors, etc.?
Well, you know, Jeff, I asked him about that today, and he was pretty much non-committal. He said he needs to take some time, get in there, and see what's what up at the Chancery. We specifically asked him about two figures who we've heard may have a future here. Father David LaPuma is mentioned 8 times in the Attorney General's report here, former secretary to Bishop Manzel and Kimmick, highly controversial figure. We asked whether he would have a future here, possibly as an auxiliary bishop. We also asked about Terry Connors, well-known criminal defense attorney, who was heavily criticized in the Attorney General report, mentioned 46 times in that report for what the AG described as a lack of independence. Connors tonight saying that he simply sees this differently than the AG, and the bishop, meanwhile, non-committal, but saying he's going to have to look and see what he has around him as far as what roles he has to fill.
All right, very good, very interesting. Thank you. Our Charlie Speck reporting tonight, and you can see how this story has really evolved over the past 2 years. It's available right now on WKBW.com. Just click on the Fall from Grace section.